If you're getting ready for a hike and your hips, back, and legs feel stiff when you first get moving, this is the exact mobility flow I like to do before I head out. I'm Dr. Nikki, a physical therapist, and this quick routine is designed to help you move a little easier, feel a little looser, and get your body ready for the trail. You don't need any equipment, just follow along with me. Move at your own pace, and remember, nothing should feel forced. Let's get started. We're going to start in the cat-cow position. You're going to go onto your hands and knees, and you're going to flex your spine up all the way, starting at your low back, and then extend it down all the way, starting at your low back. So this is going to be like a wave going up your spine each time, starting at your low back. You want to make sure that you're going slow and controlled through this range of motion. This should feel like you're starting to get the blood flow going on your spine. Your entire spine is starting to move back and forth to get that blood flow to be ready to hike. Next, we're going to go into a scorpion. So you're going to go onto the ground, arms out to the side like a T, and you're going to bring your right leg back towards your left arm, and then bring your left leg towards your right arm. You're going to go slow and controlled both directions. This is getting the front of your chest loosened up, but it's also getting those hips warmed up in a rotational pattern. So you're getting your glute muscles kicked in, you're getting your thoracic spine to rotate a little bit. All of that is important for every step that you take when you're hiking. You want all of those muscles to be working and loosened up and warmed up, ready to hike. So you're going to go back and forth a few times on each side. And then we're going to get into this Spider-Man position. So one knee up, that back leg is going to be strong. And you're going to rotate toward your front leg. So you're going to get a little bit of hip internal rotation on that front leg as you rotate towards it. And then switch sides. We're going to keep going back and forth, a few rotations on each leg. And then you can switch again. Same thing. You want to go slow and controlled. Really feel that rotation of your spine, of your hips, open up the front of your chest, keeping that back leg strong as you go. Do a few on each side. One side might feel tighter than the other, and that's okay. We're not going to be perfectly symmetrical. You want to work towards symmetry. Next, we're going to go into your hips moving forwards and backwards. So in that half kneel position, you're going to rock towards that bent knee, and then you're going to shift back, straighten that bent knee, and lean your trunk forward with a hip hinge. So you're going to feel a hip flexor stretch on that down knee, the knee that's on the ground, and then a hamstring stretch on that front leg that you're straightening. And you want to flow back and forth, holding it a couple seconds each range of motion. You're not really holding it a long period of time because you don't want to hold a stretch long before you do an activity. So you're going to just go back and forth, getting that forward motion of your hips. We just did some rotation of your hips, and now we're just working on forwards and backwards at your hips. And once you feel like you've done maybe 8 to 10 on one side, we're going to switch to the other side. Same thing, just flowing back and forth from getting your hip flexor stretching on the down leg to your hamstring stretching on that front bent leg. It should feel like a mellow stretch, kind of 0 to 10 scale, about a 4 out of 10. So it's not an intense stretch. It should feel pretty mellow back and forth. And then we're going to switch to just your calf. So keeping in this half kneel position, you're going to bring your knee so it goes over your foot. Bring that knee forward over your foot. You can kind of play with the angle of it going forward. You're going to feel this in your calf. As you do a few on one side, you can move that leg backwards as you warm up, and then you get a little bit more range of motion going forwards at different angles, all feeling it in that calf of that front leg. And then you're going to switch and do the same thing on the other side, play with the angles there. You will also feel a stretch in your down leg, the knee that's on the ground. You'll feel a stretch in your hip flexor, so you're loosening up that hip on that down leg if you are pretty tight in there. So keep rocking back and forth. This should feel good, not like any jamming in the front of your ankle. Calf stretch. And then the last one is hip swings. I really like this one as a dynamic warm up. You're going to just go back and forth in that frontal plane of motion. With this, you want to try to keep your trunk still. So you don't want your trunk going back and forth. The only thing moving is your hip. And then you can go at a diagonal pattern. So we just went forward and backwards. Now we're going more at a diagonal pattern. So you start to get that hip rotational pattern warmed up. And switch sides. Do 8 to 10 on one side, going forwards and back, 8 to 10, going in a diagonal pattern, all while keeping the motion coming from your hip. It should feel good as you get warmed up. You might be able to go a little bit higher each direction, forwards and backwards, as it feels good and as your hips start to loosen up a little bit more, ready for hiking. You don't need to spend 30 minutes stretching before every hike. A few minutes of intentional movement can go a long way to helping you feel better when you hit the trail. If you enjoyed this routine, save it and come back to it before your next hike. And if you're an active woman over 40 dealing with stiffness, back pain, and your body feeling like it isn't responding the way it used to, make sure to subscribe. I share practical tips and follow along routines to help you stay strong, keep moving, and keep saying yes to adventure. I'll see you in the next video.